Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 151 of the Need to Nerd podcast. I'm your host, Heezy, and I'm joined by my co-host, the wonderful Petty B.
Oh, why, hello. Spencer, we are back, baby.
We're back. We took a week off after last week. Petty was tired. Let's just be honest. He's a sleepy, sleepy boy. And, we just didn't really find it. Then I got injured, so we didn't really have the time to record an episode last week after that. But we're back. We're going to talk about all things nerdy in this week's Need to Nerd August edition. This is Need to Nerd, a weekly podcast about being nerds in the world and our Need to Nerd. Let's get right into it with housekeeping. Don't forget to join the Discord. If you're into fantasy football and you want to join the league before next week, this is your last chance. We got 8. We could go to 10. But yeah. If you also just want to talk about anime, memes, Star Wars, K-pop Demon Hunters, movies, stuff like that, that's a great place to do it. Link is in the show notes. And then share the show. Share the show with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Share it with your mom. Your mom probably, wants to see Patty's beautiful eyes. So share it with her. And let's get started. What are you nerding out about right now, Patty B?
So I guess this is there's a few things. We've been doing a lot of similar things. So I was able to finish Jedi Survivor. I also noticed that, ironically, I brought up, and I think I'm going to do this more often. I brought up last month's document, for July, just to see where I was at, with the things that I said I would do. And I actually kind of aligned myself with some of the things that I like more than usual, like with what I said I would do next. So played Jedi Survivor. We have lots of thoughts on that. I think maybe next week we'll be diving into that game.
Review.
Yeah, so that was really fun. I was nerding out about that. My wife and I, on a whim, last Tuesday, this Tuesday, one of the Tuesdays where it's like cheap movies, decided to go see Superman. I did not take Spencer. We'll find something else. But yeah, Superman was great. In fact, I'll go see it again with Spencer. It was that good. I really loved it. Yes.
Tell me about it. Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
Like 9.
Wow, that's like a really good superhero movie.
It's a very good superhero movie. James Gunn did fantastic. Again, what else can we expect from James Gunn? Of course, he's going to do great things. I also played.
Did you have like a favorite part or character? You'd like, it's non-spoilery.
That's non-spoilery. I would say that
is it Crypto? Is Crypto your favorite character?
Crypto is great. I do freaking love Crypto. However, I think Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor in this movie is the best I've ever seen.
I actually have a really hard time with him in movies. Not that he's not great. I just only see him as Beast. I just can only see him as Beast for some reason.
Okay. I mean, maybe that'll change with him just being bald. I don't know. Have you seen pictures of his legs?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because he's done a lot of stuff. I think the first movie I ever saw him in that I can remember wasn't he the star in Warm Bodies? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's not the first movie I saw him in. I guess it would have actually been X-Men First Class. Would have been the first movie that I saw him in. But yeah, that's the one Not That's not even true. I probably saw him in Clash of the Titans, but that movie was so bad that there's no way that I would remember it.
Oh man, Mad Max. He was in Deadpool 2.
Who was he? Was he not just himself in Deadpool? Like not just Beast in Deadpool 2?
Or maybe he was Beast in Deadpool 2. Let me see.
I don't know what else he would have played.
Oh, probably in just one of those like flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just played himself. He played himself as though he's the Beast.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Trying to think of like look at the other stuff. He's been in a lot of great things. That's interesting that I guess you can only see him as Beast.
Yeah. I'm glad he's a good Lex Luthor.
So
I have a high bar for Lex Luthor because I'm a Smallville fan. So like,
yeah.
I think my second favorite Lex Luthor, not a great human. We might have talked about this before. Is Kevin Spacey. So if he beats out Kevin Spacey, that'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's brief, non-spoilery Superman. So this month I also got through the campaign. Granted, it was on like easier fighting mode because it was really I played Gotham Knights. I think it's something that I'm going to try and do more often because I really love the stories and like the combat is fun and stuff, but I don't want it to be like too challenging. And like I like to get through like this, especially with these longer kind of RPG games, to just kind of like progress through the story. Um, it was interesting going from Jedi Survivor to Gotham Knights. I had gotten used to like trying to parry, and
Okay.
that's not a thing in this game, so I was dying a lot. Where like you have to dodge instead, and it's a different button.
Nice.
So, that was
Is it
interesting. I
as
know
good?
that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. The story's pretty great. There are some things that I couldn't do because there is an aspect to it of like playing with your friends, and that you like all go out and like fight crimes together. Um, that so there are some parts of the games that like I couldn't really get through or play, but they're more like add-ons. It's not part like you can still just do the main story like by yourself.
I think it's still on Game Pass for those who want to try it. I don't know if all of Arkham is on there.
Yeah, so I misnamed it last time. I said Arkham Knights, but the title of the game is Gotham Knights, so it
I
doesn't
think I
have the
corrected you on
Arkham.
the show.
Maybe I can't remember. I'm bad at that. That sounds
pretty good.
That sounds right. Yes. Yep. I played a lot as you have the option to play one of the like any of the four like characters between you got Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Red Hood. I found myself playing a lot more with Batgirl and Red Hood because just like that's you've seen Robin and Nightwing in other Batman games, and it was fun to kind of play with those other two characters that you haven't really played with.
Do you feel like you need to have played the trilogy to play this?
No, it's separate. I thought they were connected. They're not.
Cool.
It just so happens that I think I said this last time. Spoiler: like Batman is not around at the end of the last Arkham game, and happens to just not be around at the start of this game.
Nice. Cool. I might try it. I wanted to play that when it came out for Xbox, but I didn't.
Yeah, it's cool. I hope if you do try it, I hope that like it's cross-platform as far as like being able to play together.
Oh, did you play it on PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah, it's part of my trying to find games for this really cool system. And I did end up it was on like summer sale too. That was part of it as well.
Cool.
Where it was like I bought it.
What else?
Um, well, the last couple weeks, played some standard Magic in paper.
Yes,
So
yes.
last weekend we played a team tournament together, uh, with Constructed Clash co-host Matt Kling,
Shout out.
Smash Through co-host Matt Kling. I don't know if
Top
one of the
10
last. I
Smash
haven't seen a Smash
podcast.
Through episode.
We don't
Oh,
do it anymore.
all right, yeah. And that was really fun. We bubbled at 3-2.
Wah, wah, wah.
I think for the most part we kind of like spread our losses out fine. Matt was on fire and always. I think he dropped one game in Legacy.
The match he lost is the match we needed him to win.
Yeah.
So, no, it was good. I had a fun time. I always enjoy playing the zoo. I loved watching Matt on what I think is the best deck in Legacy in Delverless Delver, and you played my favorite deck in Standard. So
I did. Yeah, we have a teamer take on the prowess deck. So
nice.
that's been fun. I played blue red yesterday at an RCQ.
And lost a double winning in.
No, not even. Yeah. So mad about that. I'm reporting that store. I don't. Yeah.
But Standard, what do you think? Still fun, even though people hate it?
Yes. There are good, like there are good aggressive strategies to kind of get under, and I think as long as you can sidestep some of the combo-y aspect and get to the board, and it's harder to do big expensive things, but like
yeah.
I lose to a lot of stuff on the on the ladder. That's just kind of interact with you a little bit, like just enough, and then have enough pressure to like have really good games. I know that like the actual paper tournament results don't necessarily reflect that.
I don't know. You
particularly the energy.
You put yourself in a position to make elimination rounds of both tournaments, so I think that you're doing fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then finally,
yeah, something else that I did. So this week has been kind of crazy on a personal stuff, like outside of this. And it turned out that I was a little late, but still was able to send in a self tape for Hunchback at the Hill Center Theater. So,
what did you audition for?
Everything basically I put on there. I didn't mark the Tribunal or Claude Frollo. But there was a Quasimodo side that I recorded, and yeah, Clopin, basically any role. Like I'm I'm even fine being ensemble. It would be a paid gig, and I don't know. I figured I would just try and take the step. I saw the West Valley production a few weeks ago, and that was really good, and it kind of got me in the mood. And the auditions were posted. I was like, all right, well, let's see what happens.
Nice. I hope you get something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I also finished Jedi Survivor. Man, what a story. It really is so good, and the story is just impeccable. I can't wait to do our review next week. Started a little more serious Modern prep, just really diving into deck lists the last couple weeks of Modern and thinking about Modern, talking with Matt about Modern for the Game Grid Open 10K that is in October, so in a little over like a month and a half. Really exciting stuff. A local Utah 10K is like a pretty big deal for us, and want to make sure that I get out there and support them. And might try to get Kayfabe to get Maxwell a Pokemon deck and really learn Pokemon with him so that he can play too, and really, really figure out stuff for that. So, then we had a surprise drop for a small update in Valheim, one of my favorite video games. If you don't know, they released bears into the game and bear armor. Something that, people have said, like, this is a Viking game, how is there no bears in the game for years now. So, they finally did bears, and once we get horses, we're off to the races. The bear is really cool, really strong, really tough enemy to kind of drop into the early game of Valheim. It's actually pretty early in the game, and I have been enjoying kind of building a new world. Like, even taking resources from other worlds that I have built, you can like load up your character with stuff, exit one world, and then go into the other world, Paddy. So like you can kind of skip certain steps. And I was building on this, like, there's like a land bridge and like a little area. I was like, oh, this is a nice little place for like a first base. And the water was going up too high and it was putting my fire out when it was like raining. And I was like, crap. So I went and grabbed some marble from another world and put marble down so that I could put the fires on top of marble. Little, nice little hack there. But
very nice.
It's actually a really cool house. I should show it to you after the podcast. Show you like how much better I've gotten at building and things like that. Yeah, and then I caught up on Dr. Stone. I was thinking about this, I don't know, like a couple days ago. I was like, I wonder where this ends up ranking in like my favorite animes of all time, because I really, really enjoy the characters and its goofiness and its premise and things like that. But it's kind of goofy and it's got fan service, and like there are things that I don't like about it, but I really, really enjoy it. Like it's definitely in my top 10 favorite animes for sure. And they're at a very interesting part of the story. And Maxwell's gotten to watch a lot of the episodes this season too, and he really likes it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And then yesterday I got to wake up and watch college football, Paddy B. My second favorite sport. It was a ranked game in Ireland. Against Iowa State and Kansas State, and it was raining so bad that the lines were coming off the field and had to be repainted. And Petty, in the first half, there were 4 turnovers, and it was 7-7. Both teams had a turnover in the end zone in the first half. It was like a defensive battle, and then in the second half, things started to click as things happen in like week 1 games, and it was a really fun start to the college football season in week 0.
Yeah, I was surprised you said only 4 with the type of rain that you were talking about. So
yeah, I love college football, man. Like there's something about that atmosphere that just the NFL does not capture. And it's like, for me, it's like NBA playoffs number 1, because like, every game is so massive. College football number 2. Yeah, it's something special. Should we talk about the next things we want to talk about in Nerddom?
Yeah.
So, I need to find my next game after finishing Star Wars. I have both Expedition 33 and Hogwarts Legacy on my downloaded. The thing is like I might not really need something, because Final Fantasy Tactics remake is coming out for the Switch, and so is Pokemon ZA, are both coming out for the Switch. Tactics is a remake of the original game with voice acting, advanced graphics, enhanced gameplay. Like it's a real awesome looking remake. 100% gonna buy it. Gonna spend a lot of time in it. I mean, this is one that my Switch is coming in my bedroom to like play. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then Pokemon ZA comes out, I think in November. So we'll definitely have some stuff um, to be playing. Um, I did load something up that I was I tried to play Omega Strikers with my kids. My daughter wouldn't play it, but we've been playing like a lot of Mario Kart. She's like gotten into those kart racing games. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
but yeah, I'm kind of looking for something new. Gotham Knights might be on the dock. I'm trying to remember what I just was playing the other day, but I don't remember. Gotham Knights might make the stuff. Do you have a recommendation?
Uh, I'm still looking for something next too. I'm like on the gaming side. I did not. Yeah, I'm still trying to find my next thing. Um, in regards to gaming, so I don't,
You
unfortunately.
know, it looks like I have a while because the Tactics Advance, the Ivalice Chronicles doesn't come out till September 30th. So it'll be a while for that. I gotta find something. If you have recommendations, leave a comment. Let me know what you think I should try out. I mean, like today, I played a bunch of like Pokemon Puzzle League just to get through stuff. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, you know, I play games like Valheim or Red Dead Redemption in my downtime a lot, and I've been playing a lot more Magic. But it's nice to just play a video game and like be into a video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then need to find time to watch Captain America with my wife. I said that I think 2 months ago and just haven't done it. Um, we ended up watching something together the other day, and just randomly ended up watching Dragon Ball Super Broly as a family on Friday. But like you know, something that my setting aside time with my wife to watch that after like the kids go to bed is definitely on the docket, and it's gonna be harder now that she's back at school, so it'll have to be like a weekend. Um,
Okay.
and then Patty B never took me to see Superman, so
Yeah, I already addressed that.
you know,
I'll go again with you.
maybe I'll never see that movie. Uh, and then fantasy football. I started listening to some fantasy football podcasts. Um, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. Like, if you want to join the league, let us know. And it's funny. Like 3 years ago, we couldn't. We almost had to have 2 leagues of 12, and this time it's like, who wants to play? And people are like, I don't know. And I don't know if it's like, you know, fantasy football fatigue for people or what, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it also like I mean, I'm playing a lot less fantasy this year. For example, like this is my only league this year. Like I'm not doing the normal cash league that I've done in the past. I'm not playing a few other ones that I had been in, so I get to really, you know, Champ gets to actually really focus on this one and put the players that he really wants in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what are you nerding out about? Or what's your next thing to nerd out about, I should say?
Um, I have also started listening to a bunch of fantasy football podcasts. I built the league last night, basically. So that's pretty exciting. Um, Getting my rankings all lined up. Um, there's a few like movies coming out in the next little bit that I'm really excited for. I still need to see Fantastic Four. That was one thing from my list previously that I have not gotten to go see yet. We figured we'd see like I saw a notification that like Superman's now available to be purchased on digital. So it was kind of a more of a priority to see that one if we wanted to see it in theaters, um, than Fantastic Four. Um, and then another thing that I saw a trailer for that has me super excited is Satisfied. It is a documentary surrounding Renee Elise Goldsberry. She originated the role of Angelica Schuyler. Um, and like the year that they opened Hamilton on Broadway, like she was also like trying to have a kid, and it's kind of like a documentary about that year of her life. And it looks really interesting. Um, so that's something I think it comes out end of next month. So it's probably
Nice.
something I won't be able to do like next month, but it's what I am excited about. And then
What is
Peacemaker
it?
season
What is
2
it coming out
release.
on?
I think it's in
Oh, nice,
theaters.
cool.
Let me double check.
I don't remember the last time I watched a documentary in theaters. It had to be like the Lewis and Clark expedition. When you said Angelica, I definitely thought you were talking about Pickles for a second, and then you said Skylar, and I was like, wait a second. This can't be the same Angelica. And then you said Hamilton. I was like, oh, the Skylar sister. So that
And
was.
Peggy.
Eh, Peggy.
Yeah. It's not saying. It says it releases September 30th.
Hmm.
So I'm guessing that it's going to be in theaters.
All right. All right. All right. Let us know if we're wrong. Chat.
And then Peacemaker season 2 is out now, and I loved the first season, and I'm excited to check out season 2, especially after seeing Superman.
I 1000% thought that was a movie.
What, Peacemaker?
Yep.
Oh,
Literally thought it was a movie.
nope. It's a TV series on HBO Max.
Good to know.
To the Maximus.
Good to know. Well, should we get into the nerdy news?
Nerd news.
I don't think we can steal that.
You're right.
This weekend was the K-pop sing-along weekend in theaters for the theatrical release of K-pop Demon Hunters for its bid to get to the Oscars with almost entirely sold out theaters. I didn't even try to get tickets, Patty.
Yeah, no, there was no way.
And then I saw a TikTok of somebody that was taking their daughter, and I was like, "How is the theater empty?" She's like, "I don't know. Like, I got lucky." I was like, "What theater is this? How did you do this?
Yeah,
Is this a private showing? Like, how did this happen?" But yeah, sing along edition. So I'm sure the Home Moon has been sealed for the world, as it's still going on as we're recording right now. Petty, what would you have sung in the theaters had you gone?
all of them.
Oh, I just asked you what you would have just sung all the songs.
Oh yeah,
dude,
100%.
I've seen this movie since the recording probably 13 more times. My daughter is in love. And if you had told me which of my kids, if you had like told me that would be my kid, that this would be their favorite movie, I wouldn't have. I just assumed it would have been Maxwell. But like, she always wants to watch it. She loves it. She watches it almost every day. And what's funny is like, she's so into it. Like, we've done her hair like Rumi. We've like, she wants to be one for Halloween. But my opinions, like, since we did the podcast, have changed so much. Like, my favorite character is Zoe now. My favorite song is Idol now. Like,
yep.
So, it's interesting.
Yeah, Idol's really good. That would be fun. I mean, you could like. I bet you could swing a K-pop Demon Hunters like family like thing. You could pull off Bobby 100%.
Oh yeah, it could.
Yeah.
That's what could be baby. Silk Song got its release date September 4th.
What is Silk Song?
Petty B, you're under a rock. Uh,
I
so
am. I know. I
so
have
Silk
been.
Song might be the most anticipated video game in the last I don't know how many years. And it's
Mm.
apparently like so I'm also a little bit under the rock, other than the fact that every single time something comes out, they're like, "Where's Silk Song? Where's Silk Song? Where's Silk Song?" And it is a spin-off of Hollow Knight, the video game.
Who's the developer?
It's an indie developer.
Oh, okay.
Hollow Knight is done by I don't see the name of the dev on here, but it's Team Cherry.
Okay.
Yep, they're the developers and the
I didn't know if it was like a big
publishers.
one.
Um, for those who don't know, Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania game that came out in 2017. And it is this indie game that is beloved. And when this week at Gamescom, they announced the release date. The internet exploded. It was finally happening, and people were really excited. Let's talk about
Cool.
a little something that I like to call the losers of the world, Petty B.
The losers of the world?
I think that there
Who
are
are they?
certain types of losers that are ahead above other types of losers. And people are like, wow, Spencer's like a really positive person. What could he possibly be talking about? And I'm talking about people who scalp children's card games. I think that these people are some of the worst type of people. I think they ruin fun. Like they are such a net negative on the happiness of the world that I can't believe that they can do this with any semblance of a conscience. Like they are bad humans. Like I just want you to know, if you're listening to this and you're like, I do that because like I'm trying to get my buck, Spencer. You can't get mad again. You're not getting your buck. You're not. You're exploiting other humans. Like you're a bad human being and you should stop it. You are worse than people that don't put their cart back at the grocery store. And that's easy. Like you are literally buying a children's card game and then upcharging astronomical amounts so that children cannot buy the children's card game. You're a bad person. Usually, this applies to Pokemon. Do you want to say something, Patty?
I will say, at least in regards to Pokemon, that it is going to get better, I believe, because at least on the like LGS level, because they print to like the previous demand for like whatever like year or so like before.
Mm-hmm.
And so the more that gets bought, like the more it gets sold out and bought and stuff, the more is going to be available. They're going to print more eventually for these other sets, like moving forward. It's just, yeah, hopefully that I don't know if that will keep up with the demand. If the demand still is higher, that's we're still at a net negative. I know at least their places try to stop some of this as far as the like local game store level. Go support your LGS by offering the product at MSRP. If you're going to open it, right, and they'll cut the plastic as a way to, if you're going to open it, you
that
can
doesn't
have
even
it at
stop them though. There's a bunch of
the
ribbit
regular
shippers.
price.
Like I'm glad that your game store does a lot to try to stop this, Patty B. We're actually not going to talk about Pokemon because the thing that this is happening hasn't even come out yet, and is selling for $1,000 a booster box for from the pre-orders, and that is the Spider-Man Collector's Edition booster boxes. And I just want to say, like, you are decreasing the value of you think I don't know what these people are thinking. Like, one, if you buy from a scalper, why? Like, you need it this bad? This bad?
And before the set comes out, it's going to be standard legal, right?
Yes.
Spider-Man is standard legal.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy also sold for like quite I think it was like $800.
Final Fantasy was crazy and eventually got to a point, where it was like $100 packs.
Yeah.
For the collector boosters. So
I
get it.
I don't think that we should live in a world where this is a thing. And I think that if you know somebody who does this, you should shame them. Like, name and shame them. Like, this loser does this. This loser does. Like, if you know someone who's doing this, you should name and shame them. They should be drugged through the streets and with tomatoes thrown at them. What a loser thing to do. So if you're listening to this podcast and you're like, this is me, don't listen. I don't want you listening. I think you suck. So.
And unfortunately, what it does too is, like, without product available, like, stores have to pay more to acquire it so that players can have it, and so it just makes everything more expensive.
Yep. So the next thing, the Paddy, do you know about this? Do you know what's happening?
No. What's going on with Lego Batman?
So there's a new Lego Batman coming out. There are lots of Lego Batman games, but this one's special. Because it is a Lego remake of the 3 Arkham games combined into one with the Lego.
What?
You guys, if you're not watching live, Patty B's eyes just lit up. With the Arkham combat system in Lego. One of the announcements at GameCons this last weekend.
When is this happening, Spencer?
I don't know.
I just played through those games before, like they were on a sale for the 3-pack. So it cost me like $5 to play all 3.
I don't think they've announced a release date yet. But you should watch the trailer. You will.
How dare you tease me with this? You're like, here's this cool thing.
And it looks really good. It's maybe the coolest looking Lego game to date. So.
Cool. All right. Sweet. Okay. Thanks.
And then we have One Piece getting renewed for season 3 of its live action. It was really funny the other day. My friend Matt Kling was like, "Hey, have you seen the One Piece live action?" I was like, "Oh, I've seen like the first couple episodes." He's like, "Yeah, I thought it would suck because like all the live action anime sucks. It's like really good." I was like, "Yeah, people love it, dude. It's like very beloved in the anime community."
Yeah, season two hasn't even come out yet, and they're like, "Hey, you guys are good for season 3." So
I love it.
I added that to the list. I didn't have any of my own news. So,
well, if you want to suggest a topic for us to do, head on over to the comments. Let us know. We'd love to hear it. Don't forget to leave a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Patty B, where can people find you?
They can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at PattyBMTG, also on Blue Sky. I don't really post on Blue Sky. I haven't done that in a minute, but I am there.
You can find me at Spencer13H on Blue Sky, as well as Threads. You can find me on Twitter at Heezy Game, every week on the Constructive Criticism Podcast, as well as Constructive Clash. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening, and we'll see you next week to talk about Star Wars Jedi Survivor.